My name is Jörgen Larsson. I'm a researcher at Chalmers, but I'm also the project coordinator for the WISE project. And the partners are, besides Chalmers, it's the environmental departments at the city and at the region, as well as the National Transport Administration. And it's a large project with 5 different sub-projects, but they all revolve around climate mitigation and low-carbon cities, with the focus on the individual experience relating to individual well-being, and all in an urban context. And the projects I will talk about is called Low Carbon Gothenburg. I don't have time to go into the other sub-projects. This project started with a heavy investigative work that we did together, researchers and practitioners, resulting in this report. And one of the results is this picture describing the climate impact from the average citizen of Gothenburg, where the main areas are the flights, the car driving, the food consumption, and so on. But the focus was future-oriented to try to imagine an attractive future. And that attractiveness is, part of that is that these future urban lifestyles must be in line with the global 2-degree target. So the emissions must be 70% less or so by 2050. And we explored technical potential for achieving this, but also lifestyle changes. And we found that in many areas the technological potential is good. But when it comes to flying and the food consumption, they're not as big. But in this future scenario, we have assumed a much lower meat consumption, which allows for some flying also in the future, for those of you that are interested in that. We also did a research project in parallel with this, where based on 1,000 individuals. We grouped them in groups of 100 in each, and sorted them according to their emission levels from their lifestyle. We can see here that it's very varying. The lowest group has on average 4 tons of CO2 emissions per year, while the highest group have 14 tons. And many of these climate heroes with 4 tons, they live here in Hammarkullen probably, while many of us here in the room is probably on the more or less the other end. They focus in these studies and these articles based on this is the links between the individual well-being, and we estimated that as the researchers usually do in this well-being research, and the average is high since we talk about people living in affluent Sweden. And but we wanted to see whether there were any major differences between these groups, and we couldn't find any clear differences. So based on this and also other related research, we see no major contradiction between achieving low carbon urban lifestyles and the individual well-being. Our work has many types of output. One of the most important is that we did this, the same group of officials at the city that we worked with also worked with developing the climate program. So it was heavily influencing that. And also another output is a digital game for upper secondary school, which is called Future Happiness Challenge. And it's based on our report, but also on the research on well-being. And it's used in schools where they sit 3 or 4 students, and they play this game, and they make lifestyle choices, but they also make collective political choices. And their choices are resulting in different carbon emissions, but also different happiness levels. This computer game is available free of charge for iPad and Mac and PC, and we hope it will be used around the globe, not only in Gothenburg. It's in English, and you can search for Future Happiness Challenge for the different platforms. Okay, thank you very much.